On the road with the Australian cricket team, thanks to Toyota.
A lot's been made about our friendship. What do you reckon? Where's that come from?
I think it's the age gap. I think you're at the time in your life where you're settling down and you're reading more books, and I'm still a bit more outgoing. I just don't understand where people are coming from. But look, I think what you like and what I like is just different, and that's in terms of I'm not a smart kid. You're a very intelligent man, and I've still got a bit of growing up to do.
Well, I wouldn't disagree with that, but but no, I think from my point of view, I think a certain teammate of ours might be held responsible for it. You want to elaborate on Bradley's interview?
Yeah, look, I get told a lot, within our group that I should be a bit more like Brad. But I don't like telling people that two guys don't get along with each other. But I think we know what Brad's like, and for people out there, Brad likes to stir the pot a little bit, and I think this one's one of his best. It's gotten out there. It's what we say, it's on the global scale.
So tell me though, I mean, I have my views on people I've opened the batting with, but tell me maybe a little bit about the friendship and the bond you form with a guy you tend to, you open the batting with.
I think it's quite special. I think you have to understand each other's game. Fortunate enough, I'm batting with yourself at the moment, and I think the way that you structure your innings and the way that you approach it sort of sends a message to me to say, all right, I can still play my way and learn a lot from the way that you play, especially in these conditions here where the ball's swinging. You let the ball come to you, where I play with my bat out front of my pad, where that can be very dangerous in these conditions. And I learn a lot from you, and I think sometimes you learn a lot from me as well.
So what about our chat out in the middle? What do we usually talk about?
Yeah, well, a lot of people say that we have to glove punch to show that we acknowledge each other's strokes out there, but that's just not the Australian way. We like to say, great shot, mate, when we walk past each other, because at the end of the day, you're in the moment when you're out there, and I think when you do play a good shot, your mate knows and everyone else out there knows you played a good shot, so there's no need to glove punch. It's just not in our culture.
Couldn't agree with you more, but just for people who don't know, or they know that I wear an arm guard. I've actually worn two in my time playing for Australia, but the second one is actually a Dave Warner special. I was given it to by my good friend Davey, so I'm very grateful for that. I'll probably auction it off at the end. Probably won't get a lot, but there you go. But so it just goes to show that our friendship is strong, and all those rumours are rubbish.
Yeah, mate. Obviously I gave it to you for a reason, because I felt like I was a bit more brave than what you are out there. Just like when you wear your chest guard with your vest over top.
Yeah, I'll talk about that later.
And that old singlet of yours.
Yeah.
But mate, it just shows that we are good friends, and I like to give you a present here and there.
Good on you, Davey.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks for coming on. Is he gone? About time. All right, we're going to have a look at a little bit of my equipment here. And all the old stuff I like to use. So we were talking about Davey's bats and how big they are and whatever. I think you just need to do what you have to do to get the job done. So people might notice I like to wear a chest pad. Most chest pads are a strap-on one that you have, but from days when I played for Northampton and at the shop, you could buy a singlet and fit these pads in, which do a job. But as you can see, this one's probably about 10 years old, okay? So all tattered and old, still does a job. So I'll just throw this on. Oh, I've got through the hole. Just chucking these on. As you can tell, this is a pretty sexy design, but it did come in handy. I got hit by Ben Stokes at the whacker, third innings of the game in the last Ashes series, and well, it kind of got a little bit through the gap, but it still saved my ribs, so I'm eternally grateful. I've had a dodgy back for quite a long time in my career, so I've actually got two back straps. One I wear for my fielding, and one which is a bit of a lucky one that I wear for my batting, and as you can see, that's probably seen better days as well. So yeah, I don't tend to renew things that often, but so that just tends to go straight over the top. So my infamous arm guards, even had an article written about them, which I found amusing, but there you go. This is the original one that's about 8 years old, maybe 10. Served me well, but that goes on. I used this one before even my mother told me it was too old, so I knew it was time to change. And then I actually stole Davey's, he didn't give it to me, but there you go. And there you go, so I don't know what you think. I think I'm bringing sexy back. So that's what it looks like to be 37 and playing for your country. Thanks very much to my friend Davey Warner for coming on. Hope he had some interesting things to say. I wasn't listening, never do. But we have an important game to win on Thursday, so hopefully him and I can put on a big partnership and we can win this game and go to the Oval to all.
Watch every Ashes moment live.
And this is like the days of Lillian Thompson.
Buy your live pass at cricket.com.au/subscribe.